What's up, guys? From AUSSIE METALHEAD to 150 classic albums by the end of the year. I'm also doing Patreon requests, and I lied. On the last Deftones album, I said that it might be the last one that I do. If Deftones doesn't get requested, because I have about 200 subs on Patreon that can all request an album, which means I have 200 albums a month to do. So I don't really have time to do requests by myself. That like I request myself. But I went to Deftones concert last night, and it was probably the best show I've ever been to. Absolutely fucking incredible. And I was like, nah, I need to do some more Deftones. I think that I've always thought that Deftones could become one of my favorite bands as soon as I heard the first track by them, because I grew up listening to Linkin Park, Bring Me the Horizon. Those are my bands. I absolutely love them. And I think I knew that they were influenced by Deftones, but as soon as I listened to the first track, I was like, oh shit, there's a chance that like when I listen to all of their stuff, they'll be my favorite band. And I don't know if I want to say it's cemented, but it kind of cemented with that live, like hearing them live, that yeah, they probably are. There was just that show was just absolutely incredible. I fucking adored it. I luckily got the pick that they were using, which is really nice. That I got that. Yeah, just unfucking believable. And every single track, even ones I didn't know, because they played some songs off of here. I don't think I'll like recognize them or anything like that, because it's just so in the fucking moment. Like, but every single track I didn't even that I didn't know, I still adored. So yeah, I realized I need to do more of their albums. I just need to finish it, because fuck. Every single song, even all of the like half of them I didn't know, because they're from Koi and they're from fucking Diamond Eyes here, and it didn't matter. They're so good. So yeah, as you can probably tell, I kind of love Deftones. So let's see how this goes. It's still first time reaction though. I've only had Sex Day. Mm. Mm. Ooh, I like that. Ooh, that's a really good punch. I think it's interesting listening to them because like Chino's voice is so iconic, and I don't know, I feel like they aren't super expansive with the amount of genres that they touch on. It's like you do like there's some new metal stuff, and then they have a bit of like the shoegazy sort of element. And then on like their self-titled, there was a bit of like emo tinges stuff that I heard. But I feel like the way that they make every single album feel different is through how like the scope of the sound design on each album. Saturday Night Rest is my favorite album of Deftones so far because it's so fucking large. Like it's not large in the terms of like aggression, because that's around the fur, but large in the sense of like in auditorially it feels like it covers the most soundscape. Like it's in the biggest fucking room. And I absolutely adore that, and that entire room is beautifully textured. This one feels like kind of in the sort of similar to like White Pony to me, in the sort of like soundscape that it has, but it leans more towards the prettier Saturday Night Rest sort of vocals so far on this track. But like I feel like if you just played me the instruments, not even the vocals or anything like that, if you just played me the instruments, maybe not even like, if you just played me the mix of it, like let's say you had an around the third track, but you cut out all the lyrics and you only played the mix. If you tried to mix and master it similar to every single album, I think I would pick out each album. Like, I could be like, oh, this is Diamond Eyes. Oh, this is Saturday Night Race. Oh, this is the self-titled. Because every single one has a distinct footprint, despite being very similar, because they all sound incredibly perfect, like Deftones. Yeah. Like, even if there's, like, this scream here, which is very 90s corny sort of stuff. Corny by corn, not corny and cringe. I think this was played live. It's interesting how it's so much heavier live in this show. I was also incredibly under the... Ooh, I like this. I thought it was fading out. This is cool. Yeah, I was under the impression, for whatever reason, I don't know why, that this came out in 2008. Maybe it's because Sex Tape was a single or something like that, and it was came out in 2008. I'm not too entirely sure, but I don't know why that's a... It's just always... I feel like I've Mandela affected myself whenever I see this album. I assume it's from 2008. But, yeah, incredibly good. Like, very pretty. I would say, though, there is, like, a chance that maybe Diamond Eyes... because just from like the first track, because what I've said about every single album, it feels the entire albums are very consistent with their soundscapes. This one might lean towards like a lower form for me at the moment, because I feel like White Pony had just so many bangers that the soundscape didn't bother me as much, but this feels like a tiny bit like more compressed. It doesn't sound as large. It feels very small but very clean, the same way that like White Pony did. And I know I'm in the minority with thinking that White Pony is like one of the lesser albums, and by lesser I still mean it's a 9 out of 10 for me. If you haven't watched one of my videos before, I did ratings on the side. These are my first listen ratings. I listen to these projects multiple times over, post them to my Discord, album of the year, Patreon, all that sort of jazz. On my album of the year, you can see all my ratings, and you'll see that I've done about 1,200 albums. Before this channel, I did about 10. It was Linkin Park, Bring Me the Horizon, and that's it. Like, the only albums I've ever listened to. And then started this channel, it's about 1,200. And my average ratings are 6 out of 10. I think that's because people request good albums, because if I got to pick albums myself, my average probably would be a 5 out of 10, because I like to... I'm not going to pick the best thing from every single thing. I'll be, like, curious about, I don't know, lesser albums, and those will get lower ratings, because I think if something's a 5.1, I think it's above average. Which goes to show, like, even though White Pony, in my mind, is weirdly one of the lesser albums from Deftones, it's still a 9. It's just Deftones is one of the best bands of all fucking time. Like, I would put Around the Fur, Saturday Night Rest as my 2 favorites so far. I really like Private Music as well. I think that's on, like, a similar level of White Pony, which probably sounds like blasphemy. But, yeah, with all that being said, I would say this track, I'll give it, like, a 8.5. Like, I think it's a great to amazing song. Maybe on, like, re-listens, I will love it a bit more. And by a bit more, I don't know, I still love it. It's, like, it's Deftones. Yeah. Also, just to, like, prove just how much I love Deftones, I guess. As you can see, I'm here on the photo in the front of the barricade. Absolutely do love them. So, with anything I say that kind of sounds like it could be interpreted as negative, it's only in relation to other Deftones stuff, because Deftones is in a league of their own to me, basically. So, like, if I sound like I'm downplaying White Pony, that is solely in relation to other things. Same with this. Like, these tracks, like Diamond Eyes would be just one of the best tracks of another person's discography. Holy fuck, this sounds loud. Like and large. Ooh. Ooh. Oh. I don't know why, but they sound so 2000s here. And I really love when Deftones sounds 2000s, like when they incorporate some of that. Rather than manual. Oh, I love that guitar in the back. And like how it's like, dun, dun. Like there's, it's like a bit of an industrial flair in the back. I like it a lot. In some regards, I love this finish because I do like it. I feel like in some regards, this is... I spoke about on Saturday Night Wrist, I think it was Rapture, that reminded me of like, oh, this feels like just veteran status Deftones making a track that is just obviously great. Like, kind of bit standard great for them because their standard is just top tier. I feel like this is kind of, in a way, goes down a similar sort of trajectory. Like, it just feels like a very cookie cutter version of a good Deftones track and like new metal song, but they add like a tiny bit of extra stuff, like the industrial sort of stuff in the back on some of the like the guitar playing, and textures and stuff like that. Just makes it stand out a tiny bit more to me than like a Rapture, and it's just so great. Like I think I like this one. I know I'm not the finished line yet, but I feel like I like this track more than Diamond Eyes. I'll give it a second 9. I think it's quite amazing. I like it a lot. Ooh. It's just so heavy. Oh, that's a sick scream. His screams live are fucking insane. I might even go to a 9.5. Like, this is, I really like this. It's just so weighty, the guitars. Oh, they lay more into the new metal stuff than I thought they would. That's cool, because it reminds me of vocally stuff like Limp Bizkit stuff and shit. Ooh. Deftones just have a cheat code. Like, their music can just be so fucking good because they have a cheat code in Chino. Like, he can do such a perfect, like, nu metal sort of sound vocal. Even though if this is not technically nu metal, it's like that vocal is very nu metal-y with how, like, Limp Bizkit, Fred Durst, all that sounds with, like, the vocal effects and everything on top of it. He can do that perfectly, like, to the tippy top of the extended. And then he just gets the extra benefit of when he flips into his singer, he has the most unique vocals on the fucking planet, and they're gorgeous in, like, this fucking super unique way. And they kind of just have a cheat code. Like, and I don't think I could ever hate a Deftones song. Like, if they just, even if, like, they tried to just remake this track 20 billion times over, I don't think I could ever get sick of it. And it would always just turn out good, even if it's a bit samey, because they have Chino. Like, you just can't fuck with Chino. Like, he's so fucking good. Ooh, they're adding, like, it feels like they're incorporating a lot more, like, industrial electronic sort of passages in this album. It's cool. Like this. It's eerie in a very nice way. This might be Blasphemous. I don't know, but I think I could have this above Dharmadize. I'll give it an 8.5, but it's close. Like, this energy is fucking ferocious, and I love it. I love that track. Holy shit. Actually, fuck it. Like, I think it's a 9. Like, I'll put it up for now. Like, on a re-listen, Dharmadize might be higher, right? But on this first listen, the energy of that fucking track. It could just be the fact that also I'm coming off of that concert, so anything that keeps up, like, that level of high octane energy that was so addicting, maybe I'm just, for this listen, more inclined to want to like that sort of stuff, but so good. Nice space change. Cool. My neck's a bit sore from the concert. I haven't heard much from Metallica at all, for the record. This reminds me of something that, like, this is what I think Metallica sounds like, you know? I love this. Oh, the vocals. It also feels like a bit different from his usual vocals. Oh. What's a band or song that sounds like this? I need recommendations. This sounds fucking incredible. This is why I'd be like, one of the choruses that sound like they're different compared to their other stuff, and I really love it. I'll give it a 9.5. Leave a room for the 10, but unfucking real. Oh. It was so fucking incredible. Their albums are so consistent too. Oh, just easily one of the best bands of all time. He's fucking heavenly. What is Deftones inspired by? Because all of the bands I listen to are inspired by Deftones, which makes sense on why they sound so familiar to me. But I didn't listen to music that sounded like this, but it sounds so familiar to me. And I need to delve more into that. Like, a big one is just Metallica. I've never listened to a Metallica album. By the way, on my Patreon, $5 a month, you can request an album. So you can go to my Patreon and you can request Metallica. But, and it'll be a first time listen. So I don't know if it stems from Metallica or like a Nine Inch Nails or something like, I don't know. But it just sounds so familiar and so warm and just fucking lovely. I just adore it. Also, this track, so far, like, this album has actually been quite different. I don't know why, but I thought, like, this was going to be basically the same as, like, a Saturday Night Rest. Or something. But because most people don't talk about Diamond Eyes. Like, from what I've heard, most people talk about Around the Third White Pony. If I'm being honest, that's about it. And Koi. They talk about those three. And then Saturday Night Rest, people just know because Cherry Waves and Hole in the Earth. But, so I know what that, I kind of could get a vibe off of this one. I've heard Sex Tape. It's been a bit. But I've heard Sex Tape. But I don't know, like, no one talks about Diamond Eyes, so I didn't know what to expect going into this. But this is fucking incredible. I feel like it needs to be talked about more. But I also felt that about the self-titled. Even though that one actually is probably my lowest rated so far. It's just like, but everything they do is just so good. So it feels like any album that isn't like the top 2 or 3 is going to be underrated because their entire catalog is just so stacked. It has to be like Depeche Mode shit, right? That they were inspired by, a bit. I haven't heard any Depeche Mode, but like 1 or 2 songs. Dude, I'm in love with them. Like, they're my favorite band. They have to be. I'm reading the lyrics, by the way. I don't know them. It has like a bit of a post-punky vibe to this track. Like, the guitars. This is why I gave it 9.5, because this track's a fucking 10. It is so perfect. What the fuck? Oh my god. There has to be something like Depeche Mode. I need to listen to that. I haven't listened to any Depeche Mode. I know Blasphemous Rumors because my partner showed me it. And that's where I get all my industrial sound, like rock stuff from, where it's like, oh, it sounds like Depeche Mode. It's because it reminds me of Blasphemous Rumors. But it's kind of, it just does, so. And there's a bit of a post-punk energy to this, so like, I'm in love with it. I'm so fucking in love. Oh, so good. Oh. Even though this track, like, I don't know why, but it's not grabbing me as much as the other ones. So it's like a lesser Deftones track for me so far. It's still good. Ooh, like that scream, oh. That's chunky. The guitars are chunky. Oh, it's growing on me though. Like a bit more than it was before. I already thought it was good. Kind of great. No. Oh. Voice come. Dude, this is so fucking good. It's like an 8.5. I think I need to re-listen to Diamond Eyes. Oh, this might even be a 9. But I don't think Diamond Eyes is the worst track. So I think I'm going to pause this reaction to listen to Diamond Eyes again. Because I'm going to be harsh and give this an 8.5. I need to listen to Diamond Eyes because it just feels like wrong now. Like, every track, there's no shot. I think it's the worst track. There's no shot. It's like a beloved song. I loved it. It's just every single song is fucking amazing on here. I'm gonna pause. You know what? Actually, yeah, I will keep the rating because like, Diamond Eyes is just so different to every other track. Like, I feel like the rating kind of doesn't do it justice because for me, Prince is an 8.5 for something that I'm like expecting from Deftones. With Diamond Eyes, it's actually kind of left field, like quite a left field sounding to them, but it's impressive because to be an artist like Deftones, it's easier to make an 8.5 like Prince than to make a track so different and still be as good with Diamond Eyes for me. Because like that just like the vocals just sound completely different to a lot of like the only thing I would say is similar to is maybe Beauty School, and that's impressive in itself. Like it's a great track in a completely different way, but I don't think I like it more than like You've Seen the Butcher, something. Ooh. Oh. Ooh. Oh. Oh, that's so nice, dude. I wish, like, I'm sorry to pause it. I wish I spoke more in depth about Deftones stuff, but like, because there's some albums where like the reaction is 3 times the rung length because I'm just chatting so much about it, but I'm just fucking vibing. Like Deftones, it just, I know, like this entire journey, if you've come along for it, it's like you've just seen this grow into being my favorite band. So, what do you do with your favorite band? Well, it depends actually, but like I'm just gonna fucking vibe with it. I just absolutely adore it. Depending if I'm trying to make all right, if you're vibing with another person that is a fan of the album, I don't know if you wax lyrical as much. You just fucking vibe together. You go to the concert and you just rock out. If I was trying to like tell someone that's not a Deftones fan why I love them, I might go super in depth on these tracks. But you guys already know. You guys absolutely love it, and I fucking love it. And I'm assuming we love it for the same reasons. We might love it for different reasons, but I don't know. I just love it. Oh. It's like the perfect type of heavy. Oh. Like, 9.5. I'll see what it's like on re-listens. It's just it's just amazing. It's just amazing. What can I say? I know Sex Tape, it's gonna be a 10. I can already call it. I've heard it a few times. I already know I love it. So, it's probably gonna be a 10. I don't know if it's gonna be an 11 like Cherry Waves, but let's see. See, even this is completely different. Like, this guitar is so... Like, the tone is so different. This is so pretty. So perfect. that's good. Bro, we're nearly done with the fucking album. This is a short, impeccable album. The drum. Yeah, it's a 10. What can I say? It's hard to say. Actually, it's hard to say. But if you see my other reactions, you know I can give out 11s, which I don't give out often. As you can tell, Deftones is clearly one of my favorite bands now. And I haven't even given Deftones too many 11s. This one's like bordering on it. It's like, it has the motion. It has like the gravity for it. But I think when I compare it to other tracks that they've done, I think it's a step lower. Even if I think it's a perfect track. Like, I fucking adore this song. I think there's not a thing I would change about it. But I think I like Cherry Waves a bit more, you know? I think that sort of stuff. I think I like Hole in the Earth more. I think it's just like, that's... If this is S tier, which makes it 10 or whatever, I think Hole in the Earth and Cherry Waves are S plus tier. So, that's the reason why I don't think it gets 11. But it has, like, the weight behind it. It's like, if this is your favorite track, it's like, so fucking valid, because it feels so perfect. Like, it's like, yeah, that's it. Yeah, of course. It's just so good. It's also so different. I'm really liking this album. It's flown by. Like, this album is flown by for me. Probably out of every Deftones album, this is the one that's flown by the quickest, which is a really fucking appreciative aspect. And a really good aspect of it, because it's a bit shorter than Saturday Night Wrist. It's 41 minutes compared to 53 or something, but this is so quick. It's so good. How can you dislike Deftones? Oh, this fucking comes in heavy. Oh, ooh. There's a bit of that electronic. I'm sorry to pause it. There's a bit of the electronic sort of stuff. I'm wondering where that comes from, because a lot of 2000s rock reminds me of that. There's like a lot of that on, if you didn't know this, in 2008, the largest album by far, I think it spent 29 weeks at #1 in Australia, was Only for the Night or Only by the Night by Kings of Leon. They have that sort of thing, and this is around that same time, 2008 to 2010, that sort of thing. And I think some Interpol has that, the openers for Deftones that I went to. I think they have some of that. I'm wondering where it comes from. Like, I'm wondering if it come from like a post-punk sort of place? Does it come from like Depeche Mode? Does it come from The Cure? I haven't listened to any of those bands. It's just like, where does it stem from? Because it's a massive thing that comes in the 2000s. It feels like when I think of indies of 2000s, I basically think of everyone that was copying the Strokes. So the same vocal effects. So you get like fucking The Killers, not The Killers. You get Gorillaz, you get Arctic Monkeys, you get all those jazz. And then you get like this, I don't know what it is, like where it comes from. Is it post-punk? Is it gothic or something like that? You get these like slight electronic sort of stuff. Is it Kraftwerk? I don't know. I haven't heard any of these like bands, but I've heard people talk about them. I'm so curious, because even just that, I think I'll just go back down a bit. That boom, boom, boom. Where did that, like, so many 2000s albums do that. Why? And where did it come from? This is like low-key could be the best track on the album. They're also different to each other too. Like the way that they meld the styles is like, it's still the same genre, but it's completely different. It's so cool. My neck hurts so much, but it's just so good. This is a 10. Fuck it. Yeah, it's a perfect track. What can I say? Like, oh, it's just the way they're melding. Like, I don't know what genre that is. Like the little bloopy leaps and the really fucking chunky guitars with a lot more of like a more toned back sort of vocals from Chino. Like sometimes he's doing that little nu metal fucking shit, screams. But like the vocals are even more subdued compared to like a Sad Night Rest, which feels like it went into a more like prettier, sheeny sort of direction. He's stripped back his vocals more. The riffs have gotten chunkier, and then he's added little like electronic stuff. And not him. Frontman syndrome. Deftones are more than one person. They do that. They have done that, and it's so nice. Oh. Ooh. What is this? vocals here are so pretty. They're so pretty. They remind me of something like... They remind me of something like fucking indie rock thing. One sec. I'll try and find it. If you're Australian, you'll have been waterboarded with this song every single day for the last 30 years. But, the vocals there, like the way it goes Haze, I think it's on Haze, kind of reminded me of Silverchair's Straight Line. Don't know why, but the vocal line is very similar to me. But, fuck, it's so gorgeous. I love it. They're just the perfect band. They're just crazy. I would say that, like, they might be the best band. Like, I love Linkin Park and Horizon. Deftones has more albums. But that's good, you know? Oh, it's so good. This might even be a 10 to me. I'm giving this a... Fuck, I have to, right? I just think... I do think the track's perfect. And also, when talking about, like, other bands, the only one I can think of that has as many albums that is as good as this, and it's not the same amount, but it's still time smaller. It's Brand New. They do it in a different way. Deftones still sounds like Deftones, where, like, Brand New's first album is just pop punk. Second is, like, a fucking Fall Out Boy sort of, Panic at the Disco level of pop punk with Taking Back Sunday, like that sort of thing. So, but, the first one's like Sum 41. The next one's like Taking Back Sunday sort of stuff. The next one is like Modest Mouse, I think. And the next one is like In Utero. Those, because the identity shifts so much, it feels different to say that is like the greatest band to me. Why is the best discography? Even if they have a higher rating on average, maybe on their albums. That's the only band I think can go toe to toe with Deftones, like with the ratings that I've given and stuff like that. But with Deftones, it's like they're Deftones. Well, like Brand New sound is so like they bounce around so much that it's like, what's Brand New sound? They're just really fucking good, right? But like with Deftones, it's like no one sounds like Deftones, and they're Deftones. Like they pick whatever album you listen to, they're gonna sound like Deftones. And they have that unique identity, which I think is probably the reason why I would say, out of all bands I can think of, I think Deftones is the best band that I've listened to. Because I think Deftones is better than Radiohead. Yeah. Pink Floyd's a hard one, but because they're prog rock. I don't know. Like, I need to listen more Pink Floyd, I guess. But I think I will always gravitate, like, personally more towards Deftones. Even if I find, like, Animals to be fucking amazing and, like, perfect. And I find Dark Side of the Moon to be perfect. It's perfect in, like, a different way because Deftones is closer to the stuff that feels familiar to me, so it feels more personal to me. Where, like, I didn't grow up listening to prog rock. I grew up listening to Linkin Park and Bring the Horizon and stuff inspired by Deftones. So, like, if Deftones, like, it's going to hit harder emotionally for me. Just so perfect. Like, they've made so many albums that I absolutely adore, and it's still, like, I'm getting to finishing them, right? Like, I have Koi, and then I have Gore and Ohms. It feels like, despite having an illustrious 30-year career where they're consistent, still feels like we don't have enough music from Deftones. We need more. And the sad reality is the fact, like, if I look up Chino, I'm pretty sure he's late 50s or 60s. So it is just a Chino Moreno. I can't just type in Chino. 52. Why the fuck is he so young? What? How young was he when he made the first album? 1973. So I guess he wasn't that young, like 22 when the Adrenaline came out. Anyway, for whatever reason, I assumed he was like 60s. But what I was gonna say is, like, we're lucky to have, like, I went to his Deftones. His live performance, he's insane. Like, it's unbelievable how fucking amazing he is live. It just doesn't make sense. And it's like, they've already bucked the trend. Like, most bands do not have 30-year illustrious careers where they continue to make amazing music. Like Korn, as a I haven't listened to a lot of Korn, but my understanding is Korn's recent albums don't hold a candle to their old stuff. And you might have that opinion with Deftones stuff, but it's like, at least it's like still quality, right? I think private music does hold a candle though. But so we're lucky already, but it feels, and it should be grateful for that. But it's like, I just want more. I just want to, like, as long as he can keep going, I just want it to keep going. Because, like, holy fuck, I need more Deftones music in my life. I just need so much more. And I'm already feeling greedy because, like, when I look at it, we already got so many good tracks, but I just want more. That sounds pretty. It sounds really pretty and different. I like how, dude, it sounds so immaculate and loud. I like the vocal effects there. Unbelievable. It's so, like, seductive. Usually that stuff's horny-ish, but no, it's seductive. It feels like really drawing in. This is just 9.5 to me. Like, what the fuck? Where did that come from? I don't know. Yeah, I'll go 9.5. Yeah. Dude, what the fuck? I was expecting this to be like a lesser album. Like, I was under the, like, I don't know, the way I viewed it in my head based off of just, I guess, how I thought and my interaction with Deftones stuff is like, you have your S plus tiers, which is White Pony Around the Fur. And then you have your S, actually no, let's just say S tier. Your S tiers are Around the Fur, White Pony. Then you have your A's. Those would be, what would they be? Koi. Yeah, Koi. And then you have like your B's, which is Saturday Night Wrist and possibly Diamond Eyes. And then you have your C's, which is what's the other? Deftones and Adrenaline. And then you have the most recent 3 projects. But no, like it's not, to me it's not like that at all. Like this is, they're just so consistent. This is on par with White Pony stuff to me. Like they just don't dip in quality. They just do not dip. It's crazy. I adore them. I adore them so fucking much. Yeah. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. This was an absolute amazing album. What I said on Saturday Night Wrist, I would prefer to have it be this way. And if you, where like I can't do anything, I can't usually react to anything that isn't requested. So if you want to see Koi, that would be great if someone requested that, because I don't know when I'm gonna do Koi. It's a bit lucky because self-titled and Saturday Night Wrist I did because I wanted to listen to some more Deftones before I went to the concert, and then the concert made me so happy that I was like, I need to do another Deftones. I'm also doing an Interpol after this, but I need to do another Deftones. I don't know when the next like wave of something like that could happen where I just do it on my own, because I don't really have, like, these are exceptions. It's just Deftones is so exceptional. So yeah. If you guys want to see a Koi reaction, you can go over to my Patreon at sub $5, or whatever tier suits with the Koi. Yeah, if you do that, I'll happily do it, because my fucking god, have I enjoyed Deftones so far. But yeah, I love you guys. Thank you so much for everything. I absolutely adore you. Peace out.